Behind every self-made millionaire lies a quiet story that rarely reaches the spotlight. It is not a story of luck, inheritance, or sudden breakthroughs. It is a story shaped by discipline, conscious habits, and daily decisions repeated long before success becomes visible. In today's episode, we explore what self-made millionaires do that most people don't by Anne-Marie Sabath, a book that looks beyond money itself and examines the behaviors, mindset, and personal standards that quietly separate those who build wealth from those who merely dream about it. This is not a guide to shortcuts. It is a narrative about responsibility, awareness, and intentional living, told through real patterns, real examples, and real-life choices. Anne-Marie opens the book by challenging a widespread assumption that wealth is primarily the result of intelligence, talent, or opportunity. Through observation and real-world examples, she demonstrates that the most consistent difference between self-made millionaires and everyone else lies in how they manage themselves, long before they manage money. One of the strongest themes throughout the book is personal accountability. Sabath explains that self-made millionaires do not wait for permission, perfect timing, or external validation. They take ownership of their choices, their schedules, and their outcomes. In one example, she describes a professional who stopped blaming his employer for limited income and instead invested evenings into developing a specialized skill. Over time, that decision created new income streams and long-term financial independence. The book repeatedly emphasizes intentional use of time. According to Sabath, self-made millionaires treat time as their most valuable asset. They plan their days, protect high-value hours, and avoid activities that drain energy without producing results. She describes individuals who limit passive entertainment and replace it with learning, planning, or relationship building, not out of deprivation, but out of clarity. Another recurring theme is continuous self-improvement. Sabath notes that self-made millionaires actively seek growth. They read, learn, attend seminars, ask questions, and surround themselves with people who challenge them. One example highlights a woman who dedicated just 30 minutes a day to learning about investments. Over years, that consistent habit transformed her financial confidence and decision-making. The book also explores discipline over impulse. Sabath explains that wealthy individuals often resist lifestyle inflation. They do not rush to display success. Instead, they prioritize long-term stability over short-term gratification. She shares stories of individuals who maintained modest lifestyles even as their income grew, allowing investments and savings to compound quietly. Relationships play a crucial role as well. Sabath emphasizes that self-made millionaires are deliberate about who they allow influence their thinking. They limit exposure to negativity, chronic complaining, and pessimism, while seeking mentors, peers, and communities that reinforce ambition and responsibility. One example describes how changing a social circle dramatically shifted a person's expectations of what was possible. The book also highlights goal clarity. Self-made millionaires are not vague about what they want. They set specific goals, revisit them regularly, and align their actions accordingly. Sabath illustrates how clear goals act as filters, helping individuals decide what to say yes to, and more importantly, what to say no to. Another important insight is the role of emotional control. Sabath explains that successful individuals manage stress, disappointment, and setbacks without allowing emotions to derail long-term plans. One example shows how a business owner navigated failure by treating it as feedback rather than identity, allowing him to adapt instead of retreat. Health and energy management also appear throughout the book. Sabath points out that many self-made millionaires prioritize sleep, exercise, and routine because they understand that mental clarity and stamina directly affect decision quality. Wealth, in this sense, is built by people who respect their physical and mental capacity. As the book unfolds, a clear pattern emerges. Self-made millionaires do not rely on motivation. They rely on systems, habits, standards, and consistency. The final message Sabath leaves the reader with is both empowering and demanding.
Anyone can adopt these behaviors, but few are willing to practice them daily without immediate reward. Wealth is not created in dramatic moments, but in ordinary days handled with intention. And that brings us to the end of our exploration of What Self-Made Millionaires Do That Most People Don't by Anne-Marie Sabath, a book that reminds us that success is rarely about what you know and almost always about what you consistently do. If you change how you manage your time, your habits, and your responsibility towards your own life, wealth becomes a byproduct, not a mystery.